Hello YouTube. I'm getting ready to jump into my nucleus. This is about 3 or 4 weeks old. I got it in the middle of May. It is now the beginning of June, so we're right about 3 weeks. And I haven't had I don't have a whole lot of high expectations. The workforce seems to be great, but the comb that they're building is just, it's not optimum. They're building some pretty wonky looking comb. So just take a look at it. Let me know what you think. Should I just clean it all off and hope for a better restart? I don't even know where to go with this. I'm a new beekeeper and I need your help. Here we are getting into our first honey super that I put on. I put a deep and a honey on this one. I don't expect a whole lot going on. The frames are very light. No action. We'll shoot over here. Frames are very light. Nothing going on. They haven't touched this second honey super in almost 2 weeks, so there's no propolis. As you can see, in 2 weeks time, that's a little underwhelming, but I can assure you they've probably built the 7th wonder of the fucking world underneath here, because I swear the queen traits in this colony are build whatever you can as fast as you can. It doesn't have to be anything special. So we're hopping. Here's our second deep brood box. Let's see where we're at. Okay. I can see some comb build in between them. They can't draw out the comb on the frames, but they can bridge frames. So that's kind of what I was trying to get at. They're you don't want, what the, I didn't expect this. This is crazy. I just put this on 2 weeks ago, and look at this. It's hollow underneath this. From this vantage point here anyhow, you can see that it's a complete, goodness gracious. This is all honey. There's no brood. There's no brood in here at all. And that's fine. So we're gonna set this right here. Let's hop into the second one. Oh my goodness, I just don't know why they do this. That would have been honey too. Help YouTube. Why are they doing this? I don't understand why they're doing this. Instead of drawing it out across the comb evenly, why are they doing these peaks? It just pretty much screws everything up. And then they just keep going off of it. So every time you try to pull a frame out, it just rips it off. Wait till you see this one. It's like, help. Have you seen this before? How do you fix this? Like there's a lot of work that went into making that. They could have pretty much finished the frame out. I just don't know what to do. That's even capped honey right there. Like why? I don't know how to fix this. At this point, is it too late? I mean, I just put this frame on, or this honey super on 2 weeks ago, and you can see what they're doing. And they have no plans on doing it any other way other than bruching these together. So I'm looking down at here at the first deep, and we're seeing more of the same. These bees, this is how they're planning on doing their frame building. There's no honey on here at all. None. Or yeah. There's the queen's not up here, which I wouldn't blame her. I'd be like, what are you guys doing? They're going full. I won't say it. But these bees are, they're not doing what they need to do. They're making some really wonky comb. And I don't know if there's something I need to do. If I should just be knocking all that wonky comb off as soon as I see it. We have 3 frames of decent comb here. Or yeah, 3 frames of, we haven't went full something on it. But like, I just don't know. This nucleus was looking really good, and then this is what I've been seeing when I get into it. So I want to take it off, but it's like it's the same time I don't. I don't know what to do because there's so much going on here. It's a 10 frame box. It ain't like oops. It ain't like I have the. I have them pushed tight together with the edges on the outside. And look at this. This is crazy. I'm gonna this one here is heavy. Like there's a lot of honey in this one right here. So push it together. These frames are all pushed together. In the space, if you can see, there's nothing in there, but they're still doing that. So let me see what we got going on here in the first box. See this guy? Like you just can't fix this. This is going on the other hive as well. As I'm doing this, I'm standing right in the entrance of another hive. So at this point, I'm trying to get these guys out of the way. And if I don't, I'm sorry. You guys need to get out of here. It's heavily smoking these bees so they get out of here. I don't want to hurt them, but a lot of these bees are stuck in here just because of the fruits of their labor. Like they're not, I don't think they're really here because they want to be here. They're just here because that's where they ended up when the boxes got made and they got stuck in there. Let's hope we get something done here. I just want I'm trying to make these bees understand, and they don't, but at this point I know I have a laying queen. This colony is doing very well. They just don't know how to make freaking comb to save their ass. But if I don't move these, I'm never going to be able to get them out here in another couple of weeks. So, guess we're just going to move them to see what we got. go. Jeez, this is a heavy frame. I gently pulled that out. Look at all that cat brood in there. Holy crap, Queenie. I hope I didn't roll her. Like, you're not expecting that on your outward. On your outward. There's, you know, there's larvae that I ripped out. Like, you guys have 2 more boxes above you, and it's been that way for 2 weeks. So, I think I'm just gonna start cleaning up stuff, seeing where we go from here. I don't know if it's gonna help anything or not, but I'm trying, you know? Because what we got going on here is not optimal, and I don't know what else to do. So they can't be doing this. The bees will clean this up. I might have to turn around and do this next beehive inspection tomorrow. You know, because this ain't happening, man. Bees are nuts. Okay, I'm gonna lay this one down. Hopefully don't smash anybody. Hop into this one. Same deal. If it's down below or off to the side, I'm just gonna start stripping. There's a bunch of drone cone. They're getting it all drawn out though, eventually. There's honey. Some drawn out comb. Capped honey. Keep an eye for that queen. I did see the last one in the first box. It gets harder when they do these peaks until they draw it all out. So I'm gonna let this one alone. I'm gonna drop this one back down in slowly. I really hope that queen wasn't on that first one. I pulled all the crap off the bottom. There's our honey that's drawn out. Find me a queen, guys. Find me a queen. I'm gonna actually look here for a second. The breath really works good. They don't like that CO2. I didn't see her if she was in there. I have not seen this queen in this nucleus that I bought. I see larvae. I know there's a queen here. So that's why I didn't spend a lot of time the last time looking. For sure, these will make a they'll make you tough, because these they don't like CO2 at all. I didn't see her. There's no doubt that she could have been on that one. They are loud. I'm gonna give them a little shout of calm down, guys, the girls. Calm down, girls. Wow, heavy frame. a lot of larvae in there. Makes me sad because I cleaned that bottom off, and that bottom had a lot of larvae in it. You know? There's pollen, cat brood, honey. Let me know if you see that queen. There's some busy little bees. Middle frame, go figure. I just put this one in here the last time I was in there, and that middle frame is so light. But there's cat brood in there, all kinds of eggs. Tiny little eggs. There's tiny little eggs down here in the bottom that were just laid a day or two ago. So that queen is nearby. She is waiting for her workforce to get this drawn out so she can do her thing. I'm almost betting she's gonna be on this frame, so I'm gonna look a little bit longer. Give my hand a break. Thankfully, I have a light frame for once. I don't see her, so. It's hard to tell when they get on the bottom. It's hard to tell where they got to. I don't believe she's here. She may have jumped onto the next frame. Nothing. This one's not drawn out enough to lay on. Doubt we're gonna find her on that one. Same on this one. Dang it. These were all new frames that I added. This one's heavy. You got some cat honey in the top. A quick look, I don't see that big old butt, but I'm not so sure. I think I seen the queen in this the first time I did this, so I'll have to look back through my own videos. Now these next two frames ain't no joke, because they're the ones that came with the nucleus. As you can see, they're a little darker in color, and this, I might need a little help here. My frame, all these tools are getting sticky. This is a heavy frame, guys. Kept honey. Find me a queen. Find me a queen. There's nectar. There's nectar in there, but I don't see any eggs, so queen's not laying out this far, to my knowledge. My gloves are sticking together. I definitely don't see a queen there. This one might just stump me this time. I probably missed her. I mean, there's a pile of freaking bees on here. I don't feel bad, I'll tell you that much. That looks like the beginning of like a queen cell, but you know, what do? There's no bottom on it, so we'll just let them go. We'll sneak that one back in here. My hand is killing me. That's the downside of these tools. You couldn't use one of these all day because they just knock the crap out of your hand. You know what I'm saying? I think I know why the professional guys don't use them. It takes a lot of hand force to make sure you don't drop your hive. You can't really relax. This is heavy, holy crap. When we get in these frames like this one, that's just freaking heavy. You can't relax, even if you're just looking. Like, I'm looking for the queen, but at the same time, I'm exerting a bunch of force on this so I don't drop this whole frame on the ground. Like, they are freaking heavy. There's a queen right there, and she just went down in between there. I seen her. She dropped down in between those two holes. So if you seen her, good for you. I got an eye on her. It was quick. It was enough to see. She didn't want nothing to do with this daylight, and that's the way they are. So there's tiny eggs right in this area here, tiny little eggs. So they're building all kinds of crap on the side walls here. Guess that's the downside of getting a waxed hive. They just don't get it. And if I had all this to do over again, I would have definitely, most definitely, waxed all of my frames a lot more than they are. I would have just waxed them. I'd have waxed the daylights out of those frames. Anybody I work with knows what that means. It's funny, it's a joke, it's an inside thing. I would have waxed the daylights out of those things. Because I didn't, and now I wish I would have. So, if you get a brand new beehive, make sure you put extra wax, even though they say they're waxed. Buy yourself a pound of beeswax, melt it down, and use a paintbrush and wax them. I didn't. I wish I would have. You can't get it back once you're done. You know, can't get it back. So that being said, I am getting down the whole get it on and slide it, and the bees get out of the way. Slowly slide it into place. So if you see bees here, and then you put this on, then you slowly slide it into place. And any of the ones that stay there, well, guess what? It's called Darwin's Law. Any of the ones that get out of the way, guess what? You get to live. So, that being said, I have a whole bunch of frickin' bees that need to, there's a field force bee that just came in and decided to get pinched off with 2 big pollen baskets on it. I have a lot, and I mean a lot, of this comb that needs changed out. And what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna put these boxes on a little cattywampus, so there's a little more light in than normal. But hear me out, it's to keep the heat from getting so bad in here. I've had a lot of issues with what looks like heat's just killing these poor little guys, and I'm gonna try to alleviate some of that. So, second hive down. Thanks for watching. We're gonna make some more.